Welcome to the NBA 2K15 live stream. This is your first look at 5v5 gameplay. I am LD2K, joined by the gameplay dev team and Ronnie2K. Ronnie, how's it going?
I'm very excited. We're 7 days away. We are, just getting into the tail end of our campaign. We got some big stuff left, but really excited to show off 5-on-5 gameplay for the first time, especially with these numbskulls surrounding us. And
speaking of the gameplay dev team, I think they're going to introduce themselves. We're really excited to have you guys here. Thank you guys for joining us and criticizing our play. This is going to be fun.
Wait, yep.
Who's first?
Who's first? Who's introducing themselves first?
Let's do it by height. So shortest to tallest. You got a mic? You got a mic?
Hey, I'm 5'7". My NBA height is 5'7". Hey guys, this is Jerson Spita, gameplay producer, and I make the game feel good.
Mike Stoffer, the roster guy from the Ohio State University.
Zach Timmerman, post-game extraordinaire, Iowa State University.
Oh man, this is getting tough. Scott O'Gallagher, gameplay producer, and the owner of Winners Win, might I add.
I am Jesse, gameplay producer. Here is our tallest developer.
Oh, I'm double micing it. I'm Mike Wang, gameplay director. I went to school somewhere in the Midwest, and I'm the new owner of OKers Do OK.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And big shout out to a guy who's not here, the resident president of the Sim Nation, Nino Samuel, the czar. So
he's too good for us.
Yeah, he's not here right now, but
there's a lot of dev guys
for those
that we wish we could cram into this very small monitor, but
it would be very dangerous.
Yeah,
it would be a very dangerous room if we did that. But yes, it's definitely nice to have you guys on board, and I think you guys are going to enjoy some of the insight to some of the new stuff in NBA 2K15. And there's so much to talk about. We could sit here and play this, but it's going to be really nice to get that insight from the pros. Winners win, right?
The winners win.
Winners
win. I was impressed by these intros.
Bulls and Lakers, right?
Bulls and Lakers, as promised. And Ronnie, you want to talk about the pre-order incentive that we're going to flash up right here on the screen, as you can see right now?
Yes, sir. Obviously, there's 7 days left. There's only a few more days to get that pre-order locked in. You get some really cool bonus content, and we want to make sure that you guys grab that while you can, the KD MVP bonus pack. We're going to flash it a few times over the course of the broadcast. We do that because there's a lot of people tuning in to our broadcast for the first time. They don't tune in every single week, and we want to make sure that our new audience knows exactly what we got going on. And, we're going to talk about what we have left for the last 7 days, too. So this should be just as educational as much as it is a kind of demonstration of our gameplay.
Absolutely. So I think we're ready to get started.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start off with the new introductions by Shaq and Ernie Johnson. They're absolutely awesome. So let's get it rolling.
Mike, you over there tweeting or something? What's happening?
I am reading my work email, buddy.
And I am looking at comments as
well. Are we going to get some...
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Chicago Bulls. And for the Bulls, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Hey, Shaq, let's talk about Pau Gasol. One of the most versatile 7-footers you can find. What makes him so good?
Ernie, he can do it all. He can post up, he can face up, he can pass, dribble, shoot, defend. But the question is he better than Marc Gasol? Things that make you go, Ernie.
Doesn't make me go,
Well, it mess up my ending. It sounded nice.
So what makes him so good?
Like I say, he can do it all, Ernie. But is he better than his brother? Things that make you go,
Doesn't make me go.
Nice, Ernie. Way to back me up this time.
You're absolutely right. Spot on, as always. Let's go to Kevin Harlan, courtside.
So just a little bit of a taste of what you're going to see
literally
every time.
thousands of lines.
And these are amazing.
amazing.
Shaq was hilarious.
Hilarious, so funny. Hey, Mark, do you mind cranking the volume a little bit? You will. Thank you, sir.
I'm sure the fans in the chat room right now are picking sides who's going to win.
Yeah,
so
what are you guys thinking? Oh, look at that, that's awesome.
I am at a disadvantage.
National Anthem. I don't think we've shown the National Anthem before, have we?
We haven't.
So here you go, guys. National Anthem.
For this game,
guys, respect.
I'm going to go with Ronnie. Ronnie, you're going to back me up, right?
I got you.
And Ronnie,
that's awesome. That's very cool.
I'm going with Chris and the Lakers. 4-point victory.
That's because you gave Kobe an 89 rating. You know what I'm saying, Stop? I had nothing to do with that, by the way.
Resident Bulls fan here. Definitely going Ronnie.
Ronnie's definitely played well as of late. We do know that. But if you've followed his live streams in the past, suspect clock management, and that's going to could haunt him. Now we just need to see if Chris is going to make some adjustments here, because this lineup isn't very good for the Laker Nation. So.
Definitely, we're starting off on the 2K view, so let's get into post, Zach Timmerman. I like some of the new post physicality that we got going on in here. What's some of the updates that you'll see from the post game this year, Zach?
As you can see right there, we have some new backdowns. Every backdown has been removed from 2K14 and added to 15. New ones added to 15. You see a lot more aggressiveness in the post, quicker moves, a lot less exploits in terms of post drives and spins, which I know a lot of people like to use last year. And yeah, just overall, just tighter responsiveness and more balance.
You can see some of those new signature drive ups. Here comes Kobe.
We didn't get
nice D, Ronnie.
We didn't get Jesse's prediction on this game. Jesse Bean.
I'm going to go ahead and stick with Chris. I think he's been working on his timing a little bit last night, and I think it's going to push him over the edge today.
Are you sick?
Who? Oh, Jesse Bean.
No one shared the same mic.
I think it's going to be a tie.
All right.
Nice board. Question's going to be, is he going to try to move the ball around, or is it going to be ISO Kobe this entire game?
Can we talk about, your guys' various roles on the team and like how it's impacted this year's game?
Wow.
Tasty. D Rose getting up, looking very healthy. No, I'm sorry. Talk about what you guys feel is different on from 14. Mike.
Let's start from the shortest to tallest again. That worked well. Worked out well.
I guess that works for me.
He makes the game feel good, everyone. What does that mean, Jers?
I wanted to expand on that actually.
Yeah, why don't you? And do it in rhyme.
Kind of
I thought you were doing it in rhyme.
Give us some bars. Give us 4.
That comes later. You guys have to wait for that. So this year, a lot of focus went into defensive movement.
Ooh.
The one thing that you're really going to notice immediately right off the bat once you pick up the game is how responsive it is. The controls, it's respecting all your controls, like left and right movement, shuffling, stops, cuts. Just right off the bat, it just feels smooth, and it's completely new defensive system.
No, you can't be doing that.
I got excited. I saw Kobe on the break.
Oh, my God.
We got Kobe on a breakaway. Kobe!
Oh, I should have got that one. I almost got that block.
Nice. But there's something last year you saw a lot of chase down blocks. I know a lot of people had some criticism about the amount of chase down blocks you have. You can still get those, but it's definitely more situational.
A lot of balance tuning went into that, and we felt like good blockers really need to come out more in the game, and if guys that aren't really well known as blockers, like they will miss most often than not.
Do we have it? I'm gonna pause this. I think we need to. Yeah, we are on Superstar Sim.
No, he's already making excuses.
No excuses. Just making sure. Superstar Sim, of course, is important because that's what you're gonna see online.
Zach, can you talk about the badge system a little bit?
Yes, I am the Great Badge Bambino. We have 77 badges in the game this year. There is no limit to the amount of badges that a single player can have. One of the big differences this year is that. What?
No, go ahead.
One of the big differences this year is that.
Hey, Zach.
Other than the fact that a player can have as many badges as we have, other than the ones that are conflicting. You can have a bronze, a silver, or a gold. You're not limited to just the gold version like you were last year. So you'll notice throughout the game, if one of these guys wants to press up on the D-pad,
there.
We have a HUD up there that will show you stats. It'll also show you the skills of players, whether you're on offense or defense. And then when a badge fires off successfully, you'll see it pop down from the bottom. It's a lot more expansive this year. A lot of cool stuff. We're pretty excited about badges.
It's awesome.
I am not excited about Jeremy Lin and Steve Nash on Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's a serious mismatch. I'm not going to overly exploit it, but it's kind of hard not to dash pass.
Good D.
Did you make up that just now?
I did.
I like it.
What was that badge
like
just
it.
popped up
That's
just now on Jalen? I wasn't paying attention. Who's running plays?
Oh.
Dunleavy is just letting me down. I gotta get Dougie McBuckets in.
Jesse, your thoughts so far in the game?
Actually, I have a lot of thoughts, but I think we'll all be more curious what your thoughts are, Scott.
I can't handle this.
I'm done. I can't do it.
I am just missing.
For those who don't
open
understand,
shots
Jesse loves to be on camera, right, Jess?
I do love to be on camera. Do you love to be on camera, Mike?
I agree.
All right, first time out. So something that I know a lot of people are excited about. We have cheerleaders in the game this year. Full dance routine mocaps.
No one's more excited than you, Chris.
I am very excited about this.
Just to correct you on that, they're called
life.
dancers.
Dancers.
They prefer
Okay,
to be called
dancers. Another thing that I think a lot of people are excited about, not only are points of emphasis returning, we got some new options there, but the individual defensive settings. If you guys want to talk about this, I know a lot of people were excited when we started, revealing these, but this is going to kind of change the way people play defense in NBA 2K.
It was something we had.
Fly through them real quick, Ronnie.
Yeah, fly
he's
through
on
them.
those.
Well, yeah.
I'm on,
so it's something we had
I'm
in the
on the
game
points
in
of
years
emphasis right
past.
now.
We brought it back this year. A lot of the hardcore users really like to have total control over what every single player does. So yeah, you can determine how you guard every player, with pressure on and off the ball, where you force them, how you handle screens and hedges, how you guard them in the post, and also how you handle double teams both on the post and the perimeter. I don't know if you want to get into some of the options that we have also, Scott.
Yeah, thanks. It's one of the settings for the hardcore guys that you would see out there is ice. So, called ice or otherwise known as, down or baseline. So that means that you can force side pick and rolls to the baseline. It's a nice touch. Very glad it's very happy it's in there. Oh, that's a nice block.
Collision animation. That was
Is
cool.
that Davis?
Last year that was automatic.
Davis with the block. Oh, got him. Got him, coach. Keep
Where's
it
the D,
moving.
Ronnie?
Here we go.
I don't know.
We're known for our defense.
I apologize.
Chicago.
Reaching.
That's the only guy
He
he has
kinda
to
broke
worry
me
about
down
on the
there.
Lakers, though, to be fair. I got to worry about D Rose.
Oh, good D.
Still that
Get it
one.
up. Swaggy.
Swaggy P.
Swaggy.
Oh, trying
that
to
is
get
what
too
Swaggy
much.
would do. He's
Doing
getting
too
too
Come on,
much.
Swaggy.
That's typical Swaggy there.
Oh, right there. Hit him again.
So talk about
Oh,
that.
Hezzy to the first step.
Just like real life.
Jesse, you want to talk about the flashy dunk button?
On command, you can actually ask for a flashy dunk by pulling the right stick away from the rim.
That's probably what he did.
That's what he did there.
I
That is
did
what Chris
do it.
did, and it ruined his dunk in this case because Ronnie was trailing fast behind.
I'm definitely
How many
blaming.
dunks were added this year, Jesse?
Oh!
Somewhere between 200 and 300. We're not really sure.
Slow
Who's
down,
the
slow
best
down.
dunker that's ever come through mocap?
My rebounded, hands down, is the best dunker. I think
Remix.
we've had.
Shout out.
Doug
we-
Anderson was also awesome. G. Smith, Chris Staples.
Name them all.
They were all
Come on,
great.
Kobe, give me a foul, ref.
I think my read's
Gotta
best.
be one now.
Myrie actually came in here 2K8 to first do dunks for us, and he's still doing it, and he's still throwing down like he did when he was. How long ago was that? I don't know. He was young, and he's still young, but crazy hops. Just
Ronnie,
like
come on, you gonna win this?
stuff.
That was an
Sorry.
impressive first quarter.
I couldn't get
Different than what
anything
we've
going.
seen of late.
What are your thoughts, Mike?
I think that Ronnie's not really hitting his shots. He's gotten a lot of
I've had a
open
couple
looks
open looks.
that they're just not dropping so far.
Right.
I'm feeling good about my Chris prediction. Kobe's really dominating the first quarter. We'll see if he can continue to do it throughout the game, because as he jacks up more shots, we might see a dip in those in the field goal percentage. So we'll have to see.
Can you guys change the camera?
Yeah,
we
sure.
Give the users a different look.
Let's let's go with broadcast next.
I think something I'd like to see, or we need to get the fans' opinions on, is this Mello rating. Mello, Paul George, our man Mike Stoff here has been taking some heat.
Oh, where's my D?
So, would you like to explain?
Thank
Some of
God.
those
I was about
ratings.
to say, how that was only a 2?
Shooters
Rib
roll.
action.
Definitely. So we released the top 10 players
Walking the dog
in
is back
NBA
as well.
2K15. We had
And that was a terrible walk in the
LeBron
dog.
first with a 98 overall, Kevin Durant with a 95, Chris Paul with a 91, Tim Duncan.
Go strong.
Oh,
What are you doing?
And then that
Out the
rounded
lane.
the top 4, and
Come on.
Carmelo Anthony was 5th overall with a
I gotta get
88
some
rating.
rebounds.
A lot of people were wondering why he wasn't in the 90s. And if you see this year, the new rating system really puts an emphasis on all-around player performance. So although Melo's improved his defense in the past year and even had better assist numbers than years past, he still has a little bit further to go to get the all-around game. Something that you'll see different in 2K15 is we have a lot of new attributes and ratings, and IQ is going to be really highly valued in not only the formula, but
Good shot, Ronnie.
in the gameplay as well. So players with higher IQ will play well in 2K, and their value to the team's a little higher, just like it is in real life. So those of you guys asking about Tim Duncan at a 90, he has elite IQ. I can't really knock him there, and he rates well in the formula. But if you play with him in the game, he'll play like Tim Duncan in real life.
Are you trying to say Carmelo doesn't have a high IQ?
In certain aspects of the game, he can improve his IQ. I think he has a high basketball IQ, but I wouldn't call it elite. But that's subjective, and that's one of those ratings that if you feel like he has a better IQ, you can
Reaching.
yourself.
He was reaching.
No, computer reach?
He's probably watching right now, just so you know.
Absolutely. Syracuse 15, as I like to call him. 24 jab steps and a 15-foot pull-up, baby. Win your national championship.
right.
Best individual performances
That's
I've ever
going
seen.
down.
There you go, Ronnie.
Jesse, do you agree?
I'm getting
I
all these
definitely
like twos on the foot within the 3-point line. Not good. Hopefully those points don't cost me.
Oh!
Nice spin.
Can't
$1,000,000 move, 10-cent finish.
You know?
We don't like those. You gotta finish.
I wanted you
No,
flashy.
no,
I wanted
I
you flashy.
actually like that because this is something new this year. You can
He
actually
he
stop
bumped
the
me.
guy that's going to jump up.
This is
and
something
catch the
new.
rebound.
You can stop alley-oops. What are you saying, man?
No, I'm just saying. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah,
to get the
last
guy
year,
up
okay, last year alley-oops
there.
were a bit of a
Come on,
problem.
Swaggy. Oh, I hate Nick Young.
We redid all the alley-oop defense. Tip for the users out there, if you can cut off the receiver on the floor, then he won't blast through you like last year. And you can also intercept the passes and knock him down a lot easier too. So
Oh,
Great
tip it
touch.
in.
we
I know he doesn't have
I think we
that.
did a good job of anti-cheesing this game. So let's name all the cheeses
Nick Young. is
Dairy
just-
free, for sure.
that we all the
absolutely.
cheese that's no longer there.
You really have to work for everything in this game.
Charged cheese.
Eliminated.
Charged cheese gone.
Actually, we should
131
showcase
cheese
that.
is definitely gone. I know there was some talk in the forums about it. We spoke to over 80% of the coaches in the league, and they don't use it, so we're not going to use it.
I gotta ask you about that. You guys spent a lot of time about Doc Rivers. So it's something that we haven't talked about a lot in our marketing stuff. But how was that? Like, what did you guys learn from him?
Oh, what do we? Yeah, Doc
I
Rivers.
mean, what did you not learn from him? I guess is really
You know,
the
we
question.
could have sat there. I speak for us. We could have sat there probably for 3 days straight and just ate up everything and soaked in everything he talks about.
Yeah.
Everything he says is just spewing knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So just an amazing coach. We learned a lot of stuff. Scott, you talk about some of the X's and O's we talked about.
Yeah,
though.
some of the X's and O's that we talked
No
about
stopping
were, God, he treated us like we were his own teammates, basically. He talked to us about how he adjusted.
And he said he's going to take us out to dinner.
Absolutely, we
That's
got to hold him
awesome.
to that. How he had, he adapted to Kobe in 2010. So he had this one scheme that he wanted to play, and it was force everybody baseline. But anytime Kobe caught it on the elbow or that pinch post, it was to force him middle, to send him to Kendrick Perkins or Rashid. Very just interesting stories on the difference between 2008, 2010. How he's adjusting with Rondo to CP3. Those are some interesting stories.
Yep. We asked him like who we thought the highest IQ guys were and how he
were
had to
some of
coach
those
guys
guys?
differently.
And how do you separate those guys, right?
We
And,
probably
like,
shouldn't
what does it
tell
bring?
people what he said, but between Rondo and Chris Paul, he had some really good things to say. It took him a long time to answer that question
Absolutely.
of who was the higher IQ point guard.
Yes.
The dev team's secrets never divulged. No, that's very awesome.
He was phenomenal.
But how does taking that knowledge and then implementing into some of the stuff you're already doing for
Yeah.
NBA 2K in the series, like how valuable is that to talk to these championship caliber coaches like that and really pick their brain?
Well, I think how many coaches have championships currently? 3, 4, maybe, I think, that are current head coaches that have NBA rings.
Yeah,
So
not many.
getting, his experience and just hearing his stories and how he makes, situational adjustments, that's what's big for us moving forward.
Well, they also do a lot with analytics, and that's something that we are always doing, right? Trying to figure out from stats, from different scouting reports, like how can we make the game more realistic and how can we adjust? How can our defense adjust?
Oh, another alley.
Now, what was that?
That was
So you
Lakers
can stop
basketball, baby.
alleys, but you guys still gotta do it. It's not like automatic.
Absolutely.
Right. But that was a good angle right there.
That was actually
The
a decent
Lakers
alley
do have
defense.
some high flyers, though. You know, Wesley Johnson can throw it down. I'm going to throw it up to Wesley.
I'll let Mike and Zach talk about some of the IQs that are in NBA
Sure.
2K15, but how we've translated those, especially like on the defensive end. You'll see guys be more aware of situations as far as pick and roll and rotation. So you'll see probably with Ronnie as maybe Noah's going to be more aware of pick and roll as compared to Ryan Kelly or this Lakers defense that I suspect won't be very good this year. So, yeah. Mike, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So on defense, we kind of broke it down to a couple different IQ ratings. Where as years past, it was just an on-ball defensive rating and a post rating. This year we have pick and roll defense IQ. We have help
fundamental.
help
Come on,
defense
Jordan
IQ, post defense IQ, pass perception, which is another IQ rating, as well as on-ball defense IQ.
No, I'm just enjoying the knowledge.
Oh, thanks. On offense, we have shot IQ, we have pass accuracy, pass vision. So a lot of different ways that we broke down the ratings this year, and yeah, it really should help, add more different layers to players. Especially, you might have a good defender, but maybe he excels at a part of the game that the ratings in the years past didn't necessarily illustrate. But this year it should be a little bit better. Someone who's often brought up is James Harden. So this year we have the help defense IQ, we have the pass perception, we have pick and roll. So
No, don't try to dunk on three guys.
Kobe would have definitely knocked that down.
Well, you see, I'm trying to come up there in the lane. You're going to get bumped out. You're not going to make every driving, even when you have the lane, I've noticed in this game, you really...
Yeah, that was a concern. Sorry to cut you off, Mike. That was a concern that people thought that, going to the rim, there'd be a lot of canned dunks or, unstoppable dunks.
Definitely not.
But you saw there, if you try and dunk through traffic, you'll see a lot of that kind of action. A lot of just missed dunks, flub dunks, slip outs, spraying dunks all over the place. So you gotta be careful. No, don't hesitate.
Kobe, what are you doing?
That's going down. That's going. 3,
get it.
2.
You got a block on Kobe. I have to give you a high five for that.
Close game.
Ronnie made quite the comeback there.
really
The
wanted that
5-0 run
pumping
first
there.
quarter.
If I make some of my open shots, I got this. I'm not making open shots right now. It's only a matter of time.
Coach Tibbs.
Well, I think we stayed patient. We started doing a better job defensively. Then we got the ball moving a little bit. You got to move their defense around, get their size out of the lane, and then look to attack. But I like to see us run and get some easy baskets.
I like that there's a lot more body language there this year. Yeah. It's very cool. And
The cheerleaders, too.
and yeah, if your career does well, if your career guy does well as well, and once you gain some notoriety, you can also get interviewed by Doris too, which is different and pretty
cool.
awesome.
More immersion this year. We've been talking about the level of authenticity
Gotta
in the
get
game
the
of
turnovers
basketball.
down.
It's amazing to me, hair physics, armpit hair. That's something we haven't talked about.
buddy.
We definitely have to see some up-close armpit hair for you guys to see the really
This is a special
prowess of
subject.
next gen.
Again,
And-
for Mike Stoffer.
And because of us, and Ronnie, you should tell this story, we gave this guy a really hard day at work one day where you were actually Googling armpit hair,
Yeah,
making sure that it was the right length on everybody, right?
yes, one day, one dark day,
Dark day.
there was the revelation that not all players in the league have armpit hair. So that was pointed out on Twitter. We decided.
Marcin Gortat,
Yeah,
right?
Marcin Gortat was.
I sent that to Jeff and
Does not have
He
Pontius.
does not have pit hair.
it's shaved or it's just
I didn't get a
What
chance
camera
to
are we right
ask
now?
him about
Beluga.
that, but I just
Oh, we're
know it's
Beluga.
not there. Dirk's another one that has very subtle amount of armpit hair, very low.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Nice done.
Come on, Boozer, step up! You can't do
He
this
ran
to
away.
everybody.
That's your life right
Boozer right
there.
there.
There's your defensive IQ.
That's the Boozer the Bulls fan.
We
you go.
got a rough season ahead of us,
Help
Scott.
D.
Speaking of Bulls fans, and it's kind of crazy, we're playing the two returns. We're playing Kobe and D Rose, and then we're playing Gasol and Boozer, the guys that have switched teams.
Are we in
Kinda
Beluba
awesome.
cam right now?
Yes, we are.
Is this Mike? Is this Beluba 2.0?
Beluba 2.0. Yeah, you know what? I want to spend some more time with this for 16 actually.
What are some of the things you like about this camera as opposed to a broadcast view?
Yeah, for me, it's about getting into the action more. So when you can zoom in a little bit more when you're when you're close
Got a
and
hand up.
actions in the paint, so you feel like you're
Active
more part of the
hands.
action, I think.
Thank you.
Plus, it's nice to see the visuals.
True.
They're pretty.
Trying to do the best I can with Kobe. I mean, he's going to get his, but I just want to make sure nobody else gets theirs and make
But
the
you got
shots
two,
as
you
difficult
got
as
two
possible.
hands up. I mean, oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, the backcourt
Oh, now
D.
you got you out of position.
Nice pull up at 15. Oh,
Go for that,
Gasol.
pal.
I was going.
Us at the
jumping.
Laker Nation, we are going to miss
I think I'm
Pau
at a
Gasol.
pump fake.
Yes, we
I
are.
don't think,
Yes, we are.
he's
Early
gosh, I'm
timeout.
gonna miss
He's
that
going
guy.
to help Chicago in those possessions when they need to slow it down and when it gets nitty and gritty, especially in playoff series. He's going to help Chicago so
He's
much.
definitely somebody that can throw it down.
So,
to.
real quick, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick. We have a gigantic announcement tomorrow. There's been a lot of speculation about the end of the Momentous trailer and, what all of that might mean. Tomorrow, we're finally revealing that. But we're not only are we revealing that, we're talking about an unannounced feature that nobody has even fathomed yet. So tomorrow's going to be a very, very exciting day. So if you guys are tuning in, you definitely want to pay attention tomorrow.
In fact, you're wearing kind of a cool shirt if you want to.
Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Your shirt's pretty cool, too.
But we're gonna talk about this.
I have that shirt.
You might notice our shirts here.
Do you know what it means?
I have two of those shirts.
Do you know what it means, Mike? You should tell everyone on our broadcast.
I think I've worn it like every other video I've done this year.
I know. I wore them on so many. Like I wore them during the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and nobody really even noticed. And I was very sad about that.
How about if you can predict the winner of this game? You
not
send
again.
that shirt.
This one
to
I'm
that
wearing
happy
right now.
fan.
Set that thing up.
The one you're wearing, but you gotta take it off on camera and just like, this
On
is your
camera?
shirt.
No, I'm not taking it off. Ain't nobody wants to see that.
Well, let's go back to the armpit hair. I found that interesting. What are the different types of armpit hair that are in the game, Mike? Because I never really studied it
Are
and
we
looked
talking
at
about
it as
my
much as
armpit hair
you.
right now?
Some players' pit hair is a little more curly than others. Some,
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, look, there's armpit hair.
They call that. They call that.
That was a foul.
They call that with the body.
Not the body hair.
Superstar call.
That's a superstar call.
So
for
curly.
sure.
some of it looks like it may be conditioned, like in the shower. They apply the conditioner to the pit hair. It just kind of depends
You
on
are
what
like you are the armpit hair expert.
I don't really
Like
want
you're
that
welcome.
title.
Maybe we should.
He's the pit guru.
He's the pit guru.
Maybe we should look at replay that free throw and zoom in on Kobe's pit hair. No? You guys want to do
I
that?
feel like
Next free
I
throw
bring
we
a
will.
lot more to the table than the armpit hair, but
No, I tried to bounce past that. That was-
Hey, tell the kids how it's been being part of the dev team over there, Mike.
it's an awesome experience. It's so much fun coming into work every day and doing something that you're affecting a lot of people.
Are you gonna
and
score with anyone
love
else, by
doing
the
it,
way,
so-
Chris?
No, absolutely not.
God, he is so afraid.
This is the Lakers this year. Scott, help me out, man. Got a lot of Kobe.
I mean, he is just—that's the only guy he's scoring with.
Good.
You have Derrick Rose against
that's-
Joey
that's a
Witness
big-
today.
Hey, my prediction's coming true.
I know we mentioned
We're
him
tied
earlier, but Big Czar, who's been working on the offense for us this year, I mean, you can see like spacing is phenomenal. I know he's talked about, if you guys saw his video last week on the Spurs swing motion offense.
I guess that's why you don't pass.
There's a
to
lot of stuff
anybody.
that's coming with that, so we're excited about that. On top of that, we were pretty frustrated, I guess. That I'm glad that we could get to it as far as even defense. Last year there was.
Oh my bad! I pressed it too early. I'm sorry.
What? That's not.
Did
a
they
good
give me a
shot.
bailout? No. Loose ball.
Come on, Boozer, do
That was
something.
horrible.
He's not known for his leaning
No.
fades.